Hello and welcome to another Pillars of Eternity video, and we have just completed the first part of the White March expansion, and I feel that maybe now is a good time to maybe continue with the main quests a little bit. I am very much aware that we are on the final chapter of the main quest, so I don't want to push too far into it, but I feel like it's time. It's time. So I definitely want to go and do that. Now we've returned back to Kednur for a few reasons. One is I want to take out the Devil Carrick and bring in either Kana or maybe the Mother. But I'm also thinking... well, I also want to bring Pallegina. So it's one of these. We either keep Mainha and Pallegina together because those two vibe. So I'm thinking maybe we'll keep those two together. I like Mother. I like Mother as a fighter. I'm not fond of the Devil Carrick in terms of her fighting. She's very squishy. And, you know, and rogues are very squishy, which is fine. I need beefier characters. So, I thought that's what we'll do. So we'll swap them, swap them about.
If you say so.
And bring back our Pallegina. I've missed our Paladin. I have missed our Paladin. Oh, she needs some leveling up. Paladin's intense and pure conviction instills clarity of purpose and all increases their accuracy. Cool. I also want to change... Oh, that's not how we do it. However, we should give her some food. Oh, she's got... There you go. Might have a new weapon for her. So, she's actually currently using a two-handed sword. It seems to be working fine for her at the moment. What does she wear? Medium armor? Light armor, medium armor. I don't think we got any new kind of armor sets. Healing hands, minus spells, restores... Okay, hold on. So that puts that up. Okay. Keep that on her. Gives her a +2 to perception. There's some boots. She doesn't really sneak. I'll keep the regeneration on her. She can't wear a helmet. So that means this lady's getting a helmet. Cool. I should have known that. Okay, she currently has light armor at DR7. Which is fine. Okay. Oh, we should rest here for a while. What will we go for? What about some intellect? Some lore might be a good idea, to be honest. Let's have some lore because we are going to go into Twin Elms. If only it was that simple, you know. I want to be smarter. Let's go to sleep in the library. Oh, that's right. Okay. I panicked there because it was like, What's going on? What's going on? Then I remembered at the end of the part 1 of White March, it said to sleep outside White March to make part 2 start. So this is the beginning of part 2. As you sleep, you're buoyed and buffeted by the vagaries of dreams. They tumble and thrash about you and fill your mind's eye with pale, glittering motes. They resolve into a light snowfall and biting northerly wind. You recognize the mountains of the White March rising around you, and you shiver. You see Stalwart a few miles away, quiet and still, but for a few curling streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Durgan's battery is perched above it, its shadow stretching into the valley. Above it all, you hear a deep, slow rhythm. At first, it sounds like a distant drumming, but then it grows louder, cracking through the dry air and booming from the mountain peaks. It builds until you feel it reverberating beneath your feet. Let's watch and listen. Each thud comes louder and faster than the next. Thunder echoes from the mountaintops. Great sheets of ice and snow tumble down the slopes. But the rhythm keeps building, shattering frozen lakes like crystal saucers. New ravines split through the mountains as old chasms filled with snow and scree. A rockslide buries Stalwart and Durgan's battery, shaken into rubble. Shadow rises over the mountains, the vanguard of a massive army. You flee. You tumble from the foothills and bound across the direwood, feeling the rumble of an advancing army. All the while, I'm going to go and barricade myself in Cadna. Cadna rises from the forest, its mended walls reaching out to you like a pair of strong arms. You barricade yourself within the great hall as the pounding grows closer still. It rattles the foundations of the great keep, and just as the masonry begins shaking loose, you hear an unholy battle cry coming from your courtyard. The ceiling collapses and sends a cascade of bricks and beams onto your head. You struggle to wakefulness, kicking at the bedding, knotting around your legs, and as you shake free of the last bounds of sleep, you hear a voice whisper something in a language you've never heard, and you see an image of 100 shifting, staring eyes. Oh, wow! You awaken feverishly, warm and covered in sweat. Oh, dear. Now that makes me want to go straight away. That makes me want to go straight away to White March. Oh, what am I doing? Will we go to White March? Let's go check. We'll go check. Are we okay? Is everyone okay? Oh, I don't think everyone's okay.
While we wait, the enemy grows stronger.
And you'd send more of us to die.
Well, I'm not gonna stand around. Are you?
You've done plenty, Darian.
Great, there's a Darian in this one. You approach the source of the commotion and see a throng of villagers. They're arguing amongst themselves and hurling questions and demands at the lone figure perched above them. A young man stands on the spur of a rock, his clenched fist held aloft. Steam rises from his wild hair and flushed face as he shouts to the gathering.
Been a week since our people left these gates. A week since the Iron Flail took them.
He paces the outcropping, his eyes burning. You see a few scattered nods in the crowd.
Yet we wait here behind our sturdy new walls, hiding in our rebuilt homes. We've done nothing.
He brings his fist into his palm with a sharp smack. The crowd erupts, bristling with pointed fingers and pointed words. One woman steps forward, her eyes lock on the young man.
Who are you to tell us how to defend our own? You ain't been here 2 months.
Several of the others grunt and hoot. You feel a shift in the crowd like a changing tide.
Hey, an angry mob. See? We're not so far from home.
And since I got here, I've been working alongside the rest of you. Don't start with that again.
A handful of others nod along with him, but they cringe and flinch as another villager joins the fray, shaking his fingers at the young orator.
Well, it was your idea to send our people to that damned fort in the first place. If it weren't for you and the other leeches that come up with you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
The new accuser raises a chorus of furious cries. Darian raises his hands for calm, but the crowd wrath is snowballing. What is going on? Stop this, everyone! A dozen heads turn in your direction. The villagers recognize you and their eyes widen with hope and reverence. What is this about?
A bunch of greedy foreigners who want what's ours!
Another cry goes up, but it's quieter and more uncertain. Darian quickly jumps in.
It's a small army from Raid Ceres. They call themselves the Iron Flail.
At Darian's mention of the name, the rest of the crowd falls silent. The words trigger a sudden flashback to your dream of a mysterious army and the destruction of Ketnur. As the image fades, you see more of the vision of 100 eyes watching you and something just beyond.
Showed up a few weeks after you opened the battery. Demanded we give him the White Forge.
He avoids your gaze, scraping his boot against the rock.
They're led by Adarik Sendamir. Comes from an old Raid Saren family. The rumor has it the man's half mad with visions. Claims one drove him here to take the White Forge.
They're not the only bloodsuckers around here.
The villagers glare up at Darian, but most of his fellows are ignoring him by now. Darian raises his voice above the ruckus.
Our crew at the battery locked their doors and told the Iron Flail to go back to Raid Ceres. Instead, they built a fort in the middle of the wood. So we sent a committee to reason with them. But that was a week ago. We haven't seen our people since.
A low rumble ripples through the crowd and Darian hesitates.
That can only mean one thing.
He grimaces as the frightened, arguing crowd drowns him out once more. Do you know, he's right. You've got to defend what's yours.
We're just miners and fisher folk.
Panic surges from the crowd.
Send Darian and the rest of the newcomers. Let them earn their keep.
We've cleared your roads and repaired this town. What more do we have to prove?
Cries of agreement and protest boil up from the crowd.
Please, everyone!
In the fragile silence that follows, the others turn and look at Darian.
Whatever our difference is, we've got to deal with the army at our gates.
He looks back at you.
You've done a lot for Stalwart already. Many of us wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you.
He breaks off, looking as if he'd like to stuff his words back into his mouth. And after an uneasy pause, he swallows and continues.
What I mean is, if anyone could deal with an army, it's you.
Just show me, where is this fort?
The Iron Flail cleared a patch of forest north of Durgan's battery. Built their fort there.
Okay, like the mama bear that I am, I'm going to go up there and be grisly.
It'll be well guarded, so if you can get in without raising an alarm, you may have an easier time of it.
I'm screwed.
The important thing is to deal with the commander. If you can get rid of him, the rest of the soldiers will scatter.
Do you know, I think I've had a dream about this army.
What exactly did you see?
Stalwart was destroyed. The villagers gasp and exchange of panicked whispers.
Then let's just hope there's still time to prevent it.
His voice is firm, but his face is ashen.
Anyway, we've got our work cut out for us here.
He gives the crowd a purposeful look. Grumbling, they start to disperse.
While you're out, stop by the battery. Wangra and her team are still repairing the heavy cannons, but they've made a lot of progress elsewhere. Thought you might like to see how far it's come.
No, that sounds great, but I should deal with this army first. I wanted to ask you about something.
Haven't been here long, but I'll tell you what I can.
Tell me about the Iron Flail.
They heard about the White Forge and came running. Just like a lot of us did. Only difference is, they brought siege weapons. As best anyone can tell, they're from the border region near Little Bend, one of the poorest parts of the country. For Raid Ceres, well, that's saying something.
Okay, I guess the battery brought you to Stalwart? But why are you here?
Work. I was a cobbler in New Yarma, but the city got more crowded every year. Rural types fleeing the legacy. A couple months ago, I heard Stalwart was offering land and opportunity to new settlers, so figured I'd give it a go out here. For a while, folks seemed glad to have some new blood. But that changed as more and more of us came.
And there seems to be a lot of tension around town.
Before you opened Durgan's battery, people tell me Stalwart barely had enough warm bodies to keep the town running. A bunch of us came when we heard about the White Forge, but now, I think the old-timers would just as soon send us back.
He begins ticking items off on his fingers.
We take the best jobs, we don't pay our respects to Andra. We're overcrowding the town.
He shakes his head.
I get it. Stalwart's changing. Same thing happened in New Yarma when folk moved in from the countryside. But they can't keep blaming us for everything that goes wrong out here.
He sighs and a steaming cloud escapes his lips.
I'm just hoping they'll calm down once the iron flail is gone.
No, but that's all, and I'll see what I can do. I see he's still here. Okay, you're still here. Well, let's have a look and see what we can do. I think we should definitely save it, though. You seen Kern? He looked upset. Why did Kern look upset? I don't know why Kern was upset anyway. Can we go straight there? Yeah, we can. Now I'm wishing I had brought Carrick with me. Okay, we're not going that way. I kind of thought maybe it'd be great if we could, like... Yeah, I was going to say, can we talk? The soldiers watch you warily as you approach. And once you're within speaking distance, one of them gestures with his pistol. Yeah, that's far enough. What are you doing here? You lost? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. You're trespassing. Like, if I'm nice enough to tell you so, it's best you turn around. Why is the fort out here? Why else? We're to take the battery. Once the siege engines are complete, and Darcy hoped to convince Stalwart to negotiate peaceful terms. Yeah, he was wrong to trust him. Can you tell me about Darcy? Good man, with great hopes for the Sirius. That's all I say. Darian said that Darcy's come here because he had a vision. Then this Darian at least speaks the truth. Darcy has said that there will be a great battle. We're here to hold the pass and defend Red Sirius. He has seen this in a dream. He had a vision. Just what he has seen in his own concern is his... We'll try this again. Just what he has seen is his own concern. Adarki leads us well. We don't question his orders. You've asked more than enough questions. Now go on, get out of here. I won't warn you again.
They wouldn't be so tough without their fort. Or their army.
You got a war dog. You got puppers. They got puppers. I can't go any further that way. Can I not talk to anyone? Can I talk to you? I won't warn you again. Okay. We're not very sneaky. Intruders, keep them on the gates. Oh, I wasn't. Oh. I just got too close. Oh, well. Let's go for it. I'll take on the whole army. No! Why? What? Why?
Lost the angry one.
That angry one just didn't want to do any work. Can we not lift the... Huh? Okay, they weren't so tough.
All right, then.
That's not to say I want to run in and, you know...
Hey.
There has to be an... Oh, hello, there's a pouch, a pouch, a pouch. Get the pouch.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Worth and rock!
We're good.
Of course.
We're just causing a lot of ruckus. This guy's going, you murdered my... Oh, jeez. Is it just something to sell? With Syrian prayer bracelet. Okay. It's a warlock. He's on his own. He should be squishy.
Hey.
I got him. Ooh. What has he got to learn? Okay, so what is this? Arduous delay of motion? Sure. What's this? Expose vulnerabilities. Okay. Flame shield. Minor arcane reflection. Call to slumber. And torrent of flame. Cool.
Hey.
Okay. I was just kind of hoping to see if there was like a back door. A young snow bear. I don't think we need... Oh, okay, the Bearsaurus.
That's it!
Okay. I didn't do this, by the way. Okay, there is no back door, I guess.
Hey.
Doesn't look like there's a back door. Well, we'll go the other way. Just kind of thinking maybe that we could backdoor it somehow. Instead of going through the front door. I just realized they're naked. These logs seem recently cut, and from their size, they've once numbered among the older trees surrounding the pass. Just ahead of you, the gates to the fort remain shut fast. You spy archers moving along the tops of the watchtowers, scanning the surroundings, and the chill breeze carries the scent of burning pitch. Okay. I got him. He doesn't learn anything new. No, I don't think there's gonna be a back door.
Hey.
Oh, there might be. Hold on. Hold on. Come on, no shoddy workmanship here. Oh, he's seen us. Let's get him.
Tell me.
Hey.
Stand together!
legions of...
I'm ready. Permet con scolias.
No, 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 you go for him.
Lavaru. You're not getting...
I was wondering why we're moving so slow, and then I remembered. It's like, that's why. Murder him! Thank you.
All right, then.
Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, we might get a behind. Aha! Observing from below, you notice that the watchtower at the side gate appears to be unmanned. You find no hostile faces peering over the fence either. The roof of the tower crosses over the fort walls. Climbing it may provide a means of getting inside. You can make out voices past the gate, engaged in scattered conversation. In the bright light of day, the camp bustles with activity. A discreet individual could try to open the gate before the alarm is sounded, but it will be risky in broad daylight. Let us examine the gate. Looking over the outer wall, you notice a gap beneath two of the posts. While it's far too small for Kif, a small animal might make it through. Form of the hapless beast. I don't have that. Cast form of the hapless beast. That I wouldn't mind maybe resting. Maybe waiting for nighttime. Oh, there's a villager. Hello.
Here, I brought you a scarf.
I can explain. Wait, who are you? You're that lady from Cadnur, aren't you? The woman's cheeks are rosy with embarrassment. What are you doing here? Calm down, I'm not here to hurt anybody. Well, what are you here for? You're liable to get fed to the dogs if the patrols catch you. What are you two up to? Too cold to get up to anything. Stealing some time away, it's all. No harm in that, is there? She giggles. Why are you here with the army? No, we're just villagers. Lie to me again, and I'm going to hurt you. He squirms. Please, just keep it down. Alec may be asleep on duty, but he's not the only one around. Consorting with the enemy? No need to be so dramatic. We aren't hurting anyone. Besides, Gamel here seems pretty reasonable. Do you know anything about the delegates from Stalwart? Just the obvious. They didn't do a good job of negotiating. The commander's been in a fury for the past week. It's not like him. What can you tell me about the commander? The commander? His eyes brighten. He pulled the iron flail together himself. He's a good man. He believes in Sirius more than anyone. He gave us our pride back, told us all to keep faith. Sometimes I think the vigilance speaks through him. Careful, he'll go on for hours if you let him. I need to speak to the commander. I can't help you, and I don't just mean that string me up for it. If you'd come before the delegates arrived, you might have had a chance. As it is, it looks like we're in for a fight, and the commander's not taking any risks. I'm, not supposed to be out here. Makes 3 of us, right? 3, huh? Farewell. Take care. Now, where were we? Excuse you? Do you know anything about... No, just the obvious. Okay. Huh. Right, so basically...
I could assume you're wasting my time, but I'd like to believe you're simply holding me in reserve for some cunning stratagem.
Okay. I want to rest. And I am going to rest. I'll have damage reduction on everyone. Hopefully it's nighttime, and then we'll try and sneak in. Okay. Try and sneaking. Why is it the angry one going? It's still the angry one. I don't know why.
Hey.
I'm here.
At this hour of night, with the chill rolling in, most of the noise within the camp is concentrated by the campfires. A discreet individual could take the opportunity to climb over open the gate without raising alarm. But I want to cast Form of the Helpless Beast on someone. On Alof. This is probably... Who will undergo the transformation? I will go myself. From one moment to the next, you find yourself... From one moment to the next, you find yourself perspective shifting dramatically. The gate looms above you and titanic in proportion. The gap underneath is similarly large, and your little hooves carry you under the pass easily enough. I got Alof to turn me into a pig. I am a piggy! The transformation doesn't last long, and you come back to your own shape in an undignified sprawl in the snow. You get your first glimpse of the camp, shrouded in the evening's gloom, and of the guard posted some short distance away. A moment's observation reveals the man is snoring, deep asleep. You creep forward to unbar the gate. But your footsteps are loud against the quiet of the evening, and after a handful of seconds you hear the guard jerk awake. You rush to unbar the gate as he shouts for reinforcements behind you. Come on! Am I really not that sneaky at all? As a ranger, I am not sneaky. Run away!
Of course.
No, we're running away! We're running away! I would very much like to be a lot sneakier. I would like to try this the sneakier way. I would like to try to be sneakier. If I have to go back and get the devil, I will go back to get the devil. Just for this bit. I will do it. I will go back to get her. Not sure if I can actually, though...
Well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Unsure whether I can turn her into a pig, though. Unsure. Alright, but I do want a sneak bonus. Stealth. +2 stealth. I don't think we can turn her into a pig, though. She might be able to get over it quieter. Okay. I thought we could... Right. Maybe we can, sneaky her in instead. She better be well oiled, is all I'm saying. Okay. I want to cast Helpless Beast on someone. You can cast it. Send the Devil of Karok. Burst of light and a whiff of smoke, the Devil of Karok disappears, replaced by a small pig. The pig sniffs the air, then heads straight for the gap beneath the posts wriggling under the path. Nobody seems to take notice of the pig at the gate, but it's not long before the spell wears off, leaving the Devil of Karok sprawled awkwardly in the snow. From there, the Devil of Karok can see the camp, shrouded in the evening's gloom, and the guard post is some short distance. The man is snoring, fast asleep. The Devil Karok creeps forward to unbar the grate. Stealth 6. Oh, now I can level up? Guess what? I'm gonna put it into my stealth. Faithful companion.
Hey,
Right, so, sneakies.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Would you shush? Don't make a sound. Don't make a sound. Oh, come on! No, I really want to do this sneakily. Wait, did I not save it after the...
of course.
Save it. Right. Oh, I may have pressed the save button a few hundred times.
Quietly now.
All right, then.
Hey, don't bump into him. Seriously, you guys are gonna bump into him? Get back to your posts! Oh, that was lucky, okay. Don't stand on them. Keep an eye out. Oh, there's doggo. There's a doggo. There's a doggo. What was I supposed to do? There's gonna be a lot of loading and reloading. I'm just forewarning you. No.
Nice and quiet.
We need to be quick. Because these guys... Okay, they weren't actually attacking us. They were just running. Alright, saved. Alright, puppers, go away. Why is that puppers not going away? Alright, it stopped. Oh, come on!
Drive them back!
Hey,
Now I'm curious. Can I, like, wake them up? Karok can silently slit their throats. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go...
of course.
Right here.
You set your hand over the first elf's mouth and sink a blade into the throat and draw it across its smooth... Rapidly awakening struggles produce little noise. Companions follow suit, ending the lives of the sleeping mercenaries before any of them has the time to shout. And of course he woke up. What? Okay, hold on. Hold. As I said, I want to do
Right
this. I'm doing this stealthily. We're gonna murder a few people, but you know, whatever. Right. Right, they are all dead. Now there is a dog gonna show up in a minute,
All right,
though.
then.
Can we?
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Can we like? Yeah. Can we not? Can we get up here so the dog can kind of just pass us by? The dog sees. The pupper sees nothing. Okay. I'm gonna save it here. Which is probably a bad idea. Oh, fuck. I'm almost sure if I just send one person out. Like Karok.
Right here.
She has such a high stealth that the likelihood of her being seen. Uh-oh. Mind you, though, we still need all of them to move up. Was that guy just a... Oh god, is he coming back up here? Oh god, no, don't come up here. Oh, they're all gonna come up here. Why are you guys... Hey. No! No!
All right, then.
Thing is, though, even if we get up here... Oh, come on. We're terrible at this.
Of course.
Right, my dude, keep going. I don't know why you decided to start walking back. No, we were spotted. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh. I heard you.
I kind of want to have a look around, see if there's another way around. Oh, come on! Could be here a while.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
How? Why? Why is it every time I come near them, they just stop moving? We may have to just
right here.
Accept that maybe... Right, this guy's go back up the stairs? No, no he doesn't. Oh, now would be a good time then.
All right, then.
Don't you dare turn around now. It doesn't help that Adair has like the brightest colored freaking... don't get seen, don't get seen. Oh, thank God. Okay. Are you kidding me? Okay. Whew.
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this?
Hello. Hi. Titania von Shire. Nice to meet you. I am Titania von Shire, Watcher and Lady of Cadnua. The Iron Flail commander is a younger man. Lean in build, his brown hair is unkempt, his eyes fevered. At his feet is the grate set over what appears to be a pit. You hear a smattering of anxious cries rising from the cell as the commander steps forward. He glares down through the grate, face a mask of rage.
More of your scheming friends? Not a scrap of honor in the lot of you.
Well, I'd prefer to settle this peacefully.
I'm sure you would, now that you're here. You want to talk? Set down your...
Adaric's words die in his throat, his expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what's happened, not until you start to feel it too. Unbidden. Your senses drift as if you've had reached out towards a source of essence. You feel an ache in your chest, an almost painful sensation of being pulled forward. A sudden wave of memories floods your mind, clear as the day they formed. You see Odima's campsite ravaged by the bivouac, the halls of Cadnur. You tread wet cobblestones beneath Copper's Lane, seeking the leaden key. You climb winding steps to the top of the tower that parts the clouds. The images wash over you, tracing lives and motions from hundreds different times and places. Not all are your own. Slowly you become aware of the sensation of being watched. Reach out. You direct your senses, tracing the invasion to its source. Adric, conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant you share in his emotion, and the sourceless desperation rattles about in your skull. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see are just images. A small house across a field of vibrant purple flowers, a sea of armoured kith and flapping banners waiting on your command. There's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twinned awareness turning in on itself, and then the connection is severed. Adric looks startled, his face ashen. Well, that's never happened before.
You're the Watcher at Cadnua? They said he was a senile hermit.
Yes, that's me. Adric's lips curl in irritation. He shakes his head.
Why have you come? Why now?
You can see lost souls like I do.
I see and hear spirits, it's true. It took many years to understand.
You're ashamed. Why?
It's hardly something to be proud of. Look to your own sins, Watcher. I'll not share mine.
I can't often read living memories so clearly. I felt like a cipher reading.
I wouldn't know. Perhaps we simply worsen each other's condition.
The prospect seems to trouble him.
What? What is it?
Well, I thought all the other watchers were mad.
That wouldn't bode well for you, would it?
Adric's tone is irritable, but he watches you with a wary interest.
I've a firm grip on my senses, whatever you believe. The Watcher's curse is many things, but if it promised madness, I would not have taken command of the Iron Flail. The memories I saw, some of them couldn't have belonged to you. You're awakened, aren't you?
Are you also awakened?
No, of course not.
Adric studies you with grim fascination. Do you know of a cure? Adric stares at you. Eventually he gives a slight shake of his head.
It seems a terrible thing to be awakened and a Watcher both. I'm sorry.
Enough about that.
Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
I came to find out what happened to the delegates.
All this for them? Infiltrating my fort, skulking through the camp.
Well, if I would have done things another way if I had been able to.
You could have turned around. If not for the delegates, all of this could have been avoided. Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous.
Adric paces a few steps before he gets a hold of himself.
But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
A shrill voice suddenly rises up to the pit, and Adric stumps down angrily on the barge, drowning her out. Don't you think you overreacted a little?
Don't play the fool with me. These omens are meant to frighten me, to make me doubt my purpose here. But there is more at stake here than a village in the mountains. They dismiss my faith, call us superstitious. But what does Stalwart believe in? Iron and gold, and nothing else. I have tilled barren fields with my bare hands. What is gold to me?
He looks down at the grate of the ceiling, eyes flashing with sudden anger. Perhaps you and I can talk now.
You're nothing more than a mercenary for a village of people unwilling to put their own lives on the line.
What do you want with Stalwart anyway?
With a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them. Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons. With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Rayed Saris has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing.
He looks at a deer jaw working.
We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act. There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Rayed Saris.
Derek's gaze is distant.
The iron flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
Wait, you had a vision of an army?
I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
No. I had a vision too. In mine, I saw Katnur reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth. Doubt creases at Derek's brow. His men exchange looks, waiting tensely for orders.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
I remember thunder and 100 eyes gazing back at me. Does any of that sound familiar?
The thunder followed me to the temple at Dawn's Reach, and the earth split beneath our feet.
I mean, you read my soul. What did that tell you?
That you're soft-hearted, but it hasn't seemed to stop you. And that you have seen and done a great many things. Things I would not have otherwise believed.
Look, we both know something is coming. Maybe 2 watchers can figure out how to stop it. For several moments there is nothing but silence in the cabin, and then you hear the scrape of metal as Derek takes up his sword, only to lay it flat across his palms.
I led my people here because I believed we were on the right path. I bound my soul to this blade as proof of my surety.
There is a ripple of soul energy in the air. There and gone, and Derek looks pained.
The sword's no good to me now. It's yours.
Okay.
For as long as you can wield it.
Wow.
I'll call in our forces from the mountains. Please, give me time to explain. You should speak with Stalwart's messengers. Perhaps you'll get some answers out of them.
That was... I was granted the Sever of Souls. Okay. Can I, like, loot this place? I can. Loot!
Would you look at that?
Oh, would you look at that? Girdle of Driving Wave. Grants knockdown for 1 encounter. Cool. This unfortunate tales of Fabienne Bernat. This guy had it really nice here. Excuse me while they... Just hold. Hold for a second now. Yes, okay, now we will open it. Oh, thank you. I thought we'd never get out of there. Are you hurt? No, a little bruise, perhaps. The cold was the worst part. I don't know how you managed to talk that man down. He was practically foaming at the mouth. Now he and his men are still skulking around the mountains. I'm not sure letting him live was the best idea. The commander wasn't the problem. One of the delegates points an accusing finger at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. We might have come to terms if she hadn't goaded him, shouting at him about omens and curses, demanding he leave the march. You know how superstitious the Ressyrians are. The commander went white as a sheet. She sabotaged the meeting. The woman in question is dressed in unassuming robes. She bears the accusation silently, her eyes closed as if in prayer. You put all of Stalwart at risk. Why? With a desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sidelong towards a nearby rack and seizes a dagger lying there, and she sets the blade to her own throat. Why? Okay, well, I'll have to ask your soul. Unseen to all but you, the dying woman's soul essence coils in a thin wisp around her body. It only grows brighter as the corpse stills, and the remaining delegates stare in horror at her pooling blood. What just happened? Damn it! Now we'll never get the answer out to her. I could read the woman's soul. You reach out and brace against the sudden flare of pain and fear, digging after less recent events. There is a copper taste in your mouth and a pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find a comforting thread of resolve, of satisfaction in the duty fulfilled, and you followed it. It leads you stumbling into another memory, a whole and vivid the first. You walk the dark halls of an abbey, dimly lit and quiet, your footsteps loud. A blur, and you are standing in a dimly lit room, facing a robed Orma. You recognize him as Kyoto, the High Abbot. He beckons you forward. You're in a wide, rounded chamber. The tiles beneath your feet are covered in strange curling symbols, and you recognize them as the symbols of Ondra, the goddess of sea and memory. The memory blurs, and when your sight is clear, you're standing in front of Kyoto, and he is smiling gently down at you.
Drive the raid series from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives. The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Eyeless in my stead. If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Ondra's favorite in her keeping.
The words jar you loose from the memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death, and then into your own skin. But traces of her memory join yours, and you know the path to the abbey to which she was to return, buried in the mountains to the north. Is the name Eyeless familiar to anyone? Eyeless? They're a vigorous speech for when you can't remember something. You say, "Must be the Eyeless took it from me." Yes. But there's a story to it. They're supposed to do the bidding of the Lady of Lament. Ondra points and they come, out of nowhere, wipe things from the face of the world. That's why whenever something's up and goes missing or gets destroyed with no one there to see it, you're supposed to thank Ondra and that the Eyeless didn't come for you too. Do you know a Kyoto? Kyoto? Well, yes. He came through town some time back, stopped by at the temple at Stalwart. This was just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense? He's an Orma, tall fellow, very polite, considering he's apparently the leader of some fanatical sect. I think it's clear we haven't been the best judges of characters recently. Do any of you know what the Tidebringer is? Tidebringer? Hey, that's something they used to talk about at the Temple of Ondra, I think. It's a person, a title, tends to be used in more devout circles. What about the Eyeless? Have you heard of them? The Eyeless? Oh, hold on, we've already done that one. Do you know anything about the Abbey to the north? I've heard of something like that, an Ondrite stronghold, not the kind of place to welcome visitors. Is that where she came from? The delegate points at the dead woman. Yes, and it's where I'll find the reliquary, so I can call off their army. What? Another one? God, it feels like everyone on Noah is after the battery now. Why would these Orderites want the Ritzerians out? I doubt it's for the Stalwarts' benefit. Competition, maybe? Who needs a reason? If you do mean to go to this abbey, be careful. There's been stories about traders wandering north, getting scared off, or even killed by strange guards. They're a secretive bunch, I suppose. You could always try to sneak in. Doubt you'll be welcome otherwise. Sounds like this Tidebringer would be... welcome, I mean. Maybe I could convince them that I'm the one they've been waiting for. I hope so. I imagine the abbey is heavily guarded. A sudden, deafening crash from outside makes the delicate jump, startled. A rumbling like thunder follows, and you hear further sounds of smashing timbers, panicked screaming. Gods have mercy, what is it now? Stay put. I'll take care of it. Yeah, well, we're here, inside. Oh gosh! Oh no! Oh dear, we may have made a mistake.